5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Strange Planet Podcast.
Only 2 dropped.
Yay!
It's
Getting worse. It's getting worse and worse.
Hi.
Hey, it wasn't as boisterous as our first intro we tried today. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Strange Planet Podcast, the strangest of all the podcasts on the strangest of all the planets. We are your hosts. This is
Corey James.
and I'm Anthony Zevatek. Thanks for hanging out with us. How was your week, man?
Ethereal.
Ethereal. Yeah, you were.
Isn't that a cool word?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I said it in my head one day,
Is it a real word?
and I went, that sounds like a real word.
Yeah.
That's got to be a real word. So I looked it up, and ethereal means like something so beautiful it shouldn't exist.
Wow.
I was like, that's a fucking awesome
Yeah,
word.
that's a cool word with a lot of meaning.
And then
too.
I kept saying things but after it to make it sound weird.
It's like,
And ethereal mind potatoes
yeah.
kept coming to mind. And I'm like, I don't know what that
You're
means.
like a
but-
random name generator. I can't speak
Wrong
today.
beer.
Wrong beer. Drink the closed one. It works better. Hey, we had it was a busy week for news. Are we
Jesus.
dropping like crazy?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't even fucking care.
All right, we're dropping
We had
like
some what?
crazy. We had a lot of news
Oh,
this
yeah.
week. Just a lot of things going on, and
Well, there wasn't much.
no, there
And then
wasn't.
all of a sudden, I'm throwing things on there, and you're sending them to me like
Yeah.
that last night, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, what was that Monday when you texted me the first run of the show? I was like,
Are we gonna go fill an hour?
well, I was like, I hope we get some Marvel news.
Oh yeah,
And,
we still don't. Other than
It's pretty big.
yeah,
though.
that's true.
I mean, that's
MCU, I should say.
yeah. Well, we changed it to just Marvel news.
Yeah, that's true.
You know. Anyway, I'm gonna get started talking about Doug Rain passed away on Monday at the age of 90, and I didn't know who Doug Rain was until he passed away, and I feel like I'm glad that I now know who he is and I can go back and look at his other works. Any fans of 2001: A Space
I was
Odyssey?
gonna say, so you didn't know that he was the voice.
Oh, I know, I did know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that.
You
no,
didn't
I did
know
not
that he was the
No, I
voice
did
until
not.
you looked up who
Right.
he was. And...
Did not know that until I saw the headline about him passing away. 2001: A Space Odyssey, the voice of HAL 9000. Arguably one of the most demented villains in any movie ever, has passed away.
I'm not a fan of that movie.
No?
Nope.
It's what's a complaint about it?
I don't know. Just
Yeah.
never really dug on it. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's artsy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not. I
It's
mean,
Kubrick.
I like Kubrick's a lot of his other stuff
Right.
more than that.
Jacket and all the other good stuff.
Jacket.
Douglas Rain also, for those of you who like really weird sci-fi movies, if you've ever seen the movie Sleeper from 1973, Doug Rain did the voice of the evil computer. So he kind of eventually got typecast there, as it would seem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Monday, we also had some terrible news. It was Stan Lee has passed away at the age of 95. If you don't know who Stan Lee is, I feel like
Why
you're
are
watching.
you watching
I know.
this?
I feel like you're watching the wrong podcast here.
Yeah.
Stan Lee, most famously, not the creator. I don't want to say the creator. He was the creator of the name Marvel Comics. I don't want to say he was a
Yeah,
creator.
no, there was
It was
a lot of
Timely
people involved
Comics and then Atlas Comics, and then it
Right.
became Marvel, and he came on, I think, when it was still Timely.
But he is Marvel
Yeah,
Comics.
yeah. He is the heart and soul and brain of Marvel Comics.
Right. He's the face.
Yeah. He had been ill for a very long time, and he was
old.
He was old. 95 is old, for probably the way he lived when he was younger. 95 is really
And he
old.
looked like he was doing those videos every once in a
Yeah.
while from his couch and
Yeah.
stuff, and like
He was starting to look
you
worse
could
and
tell,
worse.
but
Yeah.
he's still just so energetic
Right.
and happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we could sit here and name the characters that he's created, and it would take us a whole episode.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
The Hulk.
Incredible Hulk.
The X-Men.
X-Men. Black
He
Panther.
created Spider-Man.
Yep. He came up with the idea of Spider-Man, but Ditko put it on the paper.
This beer.
Yeah, get that beer out of here. It was just a very sad day. I had said on my Twitter that, when I was young and I needed a world to get away to from the real world, which was not easy at all, I had comic books.
Yep.
Still
do.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Still do.
They wouldn't be what they are
right
without him.
To this day, just reading comics, right? And there might as very well not be comics anymore if it weren't for him and the popularity of him and what he did for Marvel and what he did for he worked for DC for a little bit in the early 2000s, and he was comics, and anyone who draws comics now was influenced by Stan Lee.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's the starting point of it all. He loved the fans. I watched an interview he did on Larry King from 2000, and he had said that he doesn't he has our best interest,
right?
Whenever he's writing comics, and he writes as a fan the way we think. Like he writes like, I want to enjoy this. Like I want to be fascinated by this world, and
I watched a video that was like showing some of his best interviews.
Yeah.
And one of them, the dude asked him, does he think that digital comics will take over for physical?
Yeah.
And he said comic books are like boobs. They look good on a screen, but I want to hold them.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's it.
I could have said that one line on my episode
about
digital comic books,
right?
And that would have been the whole episode.
That would have been. That would have just wrapped it all up.
Yep.
Yeah. Stan Lee, 1922 to 2018, 95 years young. Excelsior.
Hell to the yeah.
Excelsior. Through and through.
Enough said.
Enough said. Exactly. And now we'll get into our comics.
Ooh, I don't even have mine down here, but I'll tell you about it.
We'll talk about it. But I got mine right here.
Ooh.
I took a bunch of my undesirable comics and took them to all around, trying to trade them, trying to sell them. It was not working. But I went to this one place, and the dude was like, he's like, I'll give you store credit. I had 28 comics. He gave me $15. So $1. Well, this one I got I'll talk about that one last. So 15 new comics.
Hell yeah.
And I did not a lot of what ifs this time. But we do have some good ones.
You're all over the place.
Yeah. We've got What If Kraven had killed Spider-Man, which is great. What If the Fantastic Four had different superpowers, which is cool. There you go. See it better now. What If the Fantastic Four had not gained their superpowers, which is pretty boring, to be honest. And then What If the Avengers had fought evil during the 1950s? Pretty cool stuff. Wah. I was very excited about that. And then I love this True Believers series.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm all about it. Like the reprints, and it's just so cool to see. I got Weapon X, #1.
That's badass.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right there for you people. I got The Thing versus the Man Thing. Whoa. Like, how weird is that? Punisher War Journal #1. Like, man.
A big one.
Just 3. I got Enter the Phoenix. I got Phoenix Classic. And I got Phoenix Returns. Great X-Men. I got this bad boy. Boom.
The Punisher #1.
Oh, yeah. Marvel
That
Knights.
one's big.
Yeah. Power Man taking on Iron Fist, which Power Man we all know to be Luke Cage. Fantastic Four. Boom. Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom.
Boom.
Boom. Boom, boom. And
Double boom.
The Fantastic Four, The Coming of Galactus, which
Kaboom.
Kaboom. And then I went to another comic book shop. And I got this little ditty. Ooh.
358.
The triple-sized 30th anniversary spectacular of the Fantastic Four.
Ooh.
Look at that nice.
They always have
sick-ass
badass covers.
I know, dude. I got that 30th anniversary of the Hulk a couple of weeks ago. I love the 30th anniversary
Oh, yeah.
issues.
Well, all the anniversaries,
Yeah.
any of them.
They're so cool.
So good.
So yeah, I fucking
The True Believers, I looked it up because I was
curious.
you threw these like pictures at me, and I'm like, whoa, where's he getting all these freaking badass number ones from?
I tell you.
And then I noticed that they also had the True Believers on the top.
Right.
So I looked it up. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, reprint all the number ones.
Yeah,
and
right.
the key issues, so people can get their hands on them.
Yeah, I would never be able to afford
Oh no,
this.
some of that Phoenix, that Power Man,
Weapon X
That's a
number
couple
1.
grand.
Yeah.
the Weapon X. That's probably a few $100s.
Yeah. I would
Probably
never be
maybe
able to
around
afford
100.
that, but I have it. And I love this True Believers series. I'm really all about it. $1 a piece. And it's like, it's for the fans. Like, that's the legacy that Stan Lee left us.
Right.
It's that, like, they're doing this cool shit for us.
Right.
And, like, they're not trying to make a ton of money.
Nope.
They're just trying to get us back issues. And, like, hey, here's all this cool-ass shit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be getting True Believers from here on out.
I wonder if they'll.
Keep going?
Are they just gonna do number ones,
I-
or are they gonna start
like
going
doing...
each series again?
I don't know. I think they're just doing big issues.
That'd be cool to find like a Death of Gwen Stacy.
Because I've got, like...
True Believers.
I've got 3 Fantastic Fours here. There can't be 3 number 1s.
Well, those might be separate series.
Oh, yeah. So, I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm going to keep buying them. No, these are all from the old school days.
The Fantastic
Yeah,
Four.
the Fantastic Four. Yeah. It should give, like...
It should give the actual issue then if it's not the number 1. I assumed
Right.
that they were all the number 1 issues.
Yeah.
But I guess if you got 3 different Phoenixes, that's probably...
That's the
Different
story
sagas.
arc, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just key stories because look, I mean, like they show off. This is issue number 1. That's the Fantastic Four number 1 right there. So they just probably do like big issues. But like, look, every page on the original edition, perfectly reproduced, on sale again, exactly 57 years later. Like,
Pretty cool.
yeah. So I'm gonna keep buying True Believers.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's great.
F finding a new comic book series to read.
I don't know. Maybe one day. That new
This
X-Men,
guy.
that new Uncanny X-Men looks pretty sick though.
That's X-Men Prime. It's on one of those. I saw it.
That's
when you
there's
sent
the
me
new
picture.
Fantastic Four. Yeah. Where was it?
It was probably on Phoenix.
No. Old Man Hawkeye.
What the balls?
Old Man Hawkeye.
I know I saw it.
Yeah. I thought I did too.
Yeah. It looks alright.
Yeah. Oh, there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only good thing it looks is his freaking Nightcrawler's beard, though.
I know.
Beast looks like a goblin.
Yep.
He looks like Groot.
X-23.
Yeah. Well, she's in the X-Men from now on. Like,
Right.
That's a given.
Right. Yeah, I might.
Bishop.
I've been looking at that when I was in the shops, and I was thinking about getting it. So don't come at me, bro. What did you get?
Oh, I got issue number 12 of 7 to Eternity.
Hell yeah!
I haven't read it
Sweet.
yet.
Nice.
I actually haven't read 11 or 12.
Ooh,
I've been holding on to them
interesting.
until I get the last one this year, so then I can read them all
There you go.
straight through like I used to do with the volumes. Because volumes are so nice.
Yeah, volumes are nice. It's clutch. I might start doing volumes of newer stuff.
I'm cold. I'm gonna go grab my shirt.
All right, and he's gonna go grab a shirt, and I'm gonna talk to you about what's going on right now. Is that I'm talking while Corey grabs a shirt, goes to grab a shirt. All right, so check this out. Watch this little trick.
Watch this little trick.
I did it.
My hoodie.
You got it. It is chilly down here.
I got the heater on.
Yeah, but
I just turned it on like 2 minutes before the podcast.
That's in the studio. There's no rules. Let's get started.
Nobody
on
gives
the-
a shit.
Yeah. Let's get started. Big show. No DC news today. Yeah. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, everybody, because we always talk so passionately about it.
Passionately. I heard that the first screenings of Aquaman were critically acclaimed.
Really?
People were liking the movie.
That doesn't surprise me, because it is something new, and it is something fresh. And, like, yeah, Aquaman's a total bro, and...
Yeah, I don't know if I'm down with that, but...
And that's fine, you know, whatever. But it is that kind of... It's not the same old dreary Batman movie. And
right.
It's not that...
Something
crap-ass...
different.
Yeah, it's an entire different world. It's not even something that Marvel's doing right now.
Right.
Like... Shit, man, Marvel should have pulled the trigger years ago.
Oh, if you say anything about
I'm gonna effing say Namor.
All right.
Cripes.
Like,
you're gonna
it's not even a cool character.
We're gonna be sitting there.
It's not even as cool as Aquaman, and that's saying something.
We're gonna be sitting there day one.
I'd go see a
watching
Namor movie, but that's not the point.
Okay.
The point is, it doesn't need to be a movie.
Streaming service show? Give me something.
We'll get there.
Give me something. Give me a Quasar show. I don't
just
know.
pumping them out
What the hell
on
are
a
they
streaming
gonna do?
service.
I know.
Oh, you're talking about DC. Sorry.
Disney.
I was thinking of Disney.
Disney Plus. Yeah.
Squeeze me.
Squeeze me. Speaking of streaming services, had a little announcement last week for the upcoming Disney Plus streaming service. We have a name now, finally.
Stella just broke her head.
Uh-oh.
We have his name.
Disney Plus.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the name of the
I
streaming
did not
service.
hear that.
Ah, interesting. We already have we have The Mandalorian for Star Wars, which is already going down. But we also had announced a Cassian Andor show.
Yeah.
Cassian Andor, of course, if you don't remember, was the head male rogue in Rogue One. I guess that's the best way.
Yep.
Rebel. Played
now we
by
have-
Diego Luna?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have Loki,
Yep.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Falcon, Winter Soldier. The Mandalorian. And now another Star Wars.
Yeah. Dude, it's like from the press release
This
when they
freaking thing
it's
is
going to be worth it.
going to be just like a Netflix killer.
Oh, dude, yeah, totally. You know, me and Jess have been talking about this a lot lately. Is that Netflix is failing themselves?
Yeah.
They're Hulu's stepping it way up, and Netflix is stepping it way down, and by focusing on their original content. And as great as some of the shows are on Netflix, and as great as some of the movies are, not all
They're
of them
few
are.
and far between,
Right.
with the same bullshit that's been piling since the thing started 15 years ago.
Right.
And it's not like I can cancel it between things that I want to see.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like Daredevil. I waited for that to get Netflix back.
Yeah.
Now I'll probably cancel it again until something else is, like Castlevania was on. I watched that.
Right.
I watched The Haunting of Hill House.
Friends is
That's
leaving
fucking
Netflix.
That's okay.
Well, I mean,
I'm
yeah,
alright with
but
that.
it's jumping over to Hulu.
No.
You know what's going to
Makes
follow
sense.
that?
Every
The
other television. Netflix has a death
I know.
grip on
I
The
want to know
Office.
about that contract. I want to know.
They
about
know
that
that's the
Office.
only thing keeping them alive.
That's the only reason I have Netflix is to watch The Office.
Yeah, I got Hulu now, and it's better than Netflix.
It's miles ahead better.
I watch it every
I'm glad
night.
you finally said that after years of me holding
Well, I
up
had
a Hulu
both.
banner.
I've switched. You know,
I know.
I've switched back and forth for
I know.
years.
Well, plus, and now Disney Plus is going to be supplying content to Hulu as well.
And you know what the great thing is?
What's the great thing is?
With all these streaming services is it doesn't have to kill Netflix.
No.
The great thing is the cable companies are like destroying us
Yeah.
with their bills, you know. Now you can have the Disney service and the Netflix and Hulu and all the other ones, and it still won't be as high a bill as
Cable.
your cable
Right.
bill.
Yeah,
crazy.
my bills right now
So you don't even
are,
need to cancel Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I have like the network and Spotify, everything else I get from other people, but that's not beside the point. But I will be getting Disney Plus because it's going to be
Yeah, I'm
effing
gonna
worth
get
it.
it too.
It's going to be effing worth it.
Just for the things that we've heard so far.
I know. And plus all the old Disney movies.
Yep.
And we'll talk about more Disney movies coming up later on the show. Cassian Andor show. What do you think? Excited?
Yeah, I don't really know. Are they saying that it's going to be
It's not going to be
like a
post Rogue
show
One.
focused on him?
Yeah.
Or is he just a main character in the show?
I think it's going to be like I could see them doing like
Because they said in a Star Wars show. They didn't say
Star
it's like,
Wars Rebels, and then he's like the main character.
Yeah, that
and
makes
there's
sense.
just a group of rebels fighting against the Empire. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
No, that'd be badass.
Like that I'd be really all about that. I think it's going to be something like that. I don't know if you can, as much as I like Diego Luna and I like how he portrayed Cassian
I don't
Andor.
know if he could hold an entire show on his
Exactly.
shoulders.
Exactly. You need more characters in there to play off of.
Right.
So yeah, two thumbs up from these guys. Get ready for that. December 2019, Disney Plus coming at you, fucking fast.
Coming at you.
Speaking of, hey, let's just go back. We're speaking of Netflix. They had a little trailer come out over the weekend. Mowgli.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it was Netflix because I didn't know that it was Netflix until I watched the trailer.
It's Netflix, but they're also releasing it in select theaters, so it'll probably get the big market releases like the New York, LA, Chicago market, Toronto kind of thing. What'd you think of the trailer?
We had talked about this a long time ago.
Yes,
That why is there another one?
exactly.
It's got a great cast,
An amazing cast,
great director,
an amazing director.
and what piques my curiosity is mainly the story.
Yeah,
It is a different version of the story.
it's more in tune with the Jungle Book from the late '90s that had the live action one that had Brandon Lee in it. It's more like that,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it seems that the live actions usually go more towards the story of him making his way, like as soon as he sees people,
Right.
he wants to be with those people when he goes and
Right.
is with them. That doesn't happen in the Disney
Cartoon,
Jungle Book,
no.
and then the new Disney Jungle Book,
Right.
which is the one we know the most.
Yes.
I'm down with seeing a different story.
Yeah.
I was not. The CG was real bad.
Choppy.
Well,
blocky.
it didn't look real.
No,
the animals didn't look
yeah,
real at all.
Right, yeah,
Like,
the panther
and
looks like
Disney
shit.
spoiled me
Yeah.
with theirs.
Exactly.
And obviously, once I saw the Netflix down in the corner, I went, "All right,
Yeah.
it's not bad for Netflix.
Right. It's
Like,
good for
the
Netflix
CG
CGI.
and
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things wasn't all that great either, but I
No.
could get past it.
The CGI in Cloverfield Paradox was amazing.
Yeah, it
But
actually
that's
was.
because it was Abrams.
Yeah.
A fucking bad robot. It can't do anything wrong.
Oops. Sorry.
I don't think I'm gonna be excited for it.
No.
And why would you release something like this, like you said, so closely off the back of the release of the Disney Jungle Book, which is amazing? I don't understand. The
Yep.
cast is the only thing that has my interest peaked.
Yeah.
Like there's an amazing cast.
I can't believe the cast is what the cast is.
I know, right? How much money did Netflix pop into this movie with that cast?
Why?
Right.
If you
Why?
could have dished out some money for those actors and that director,
Yeah.
you could have picked a better movie to make.
No, I agree. Is it counting us by seconds on the top?
That's because by Beats.
Oh, okay.
I never switched it to time.
Beats Radio. Beats headphones.
Is that better?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it helps line things up better.
It's a recording software for music.
Oh.
So like the Beats.
Beats by Dre.
Yeah.
Sick.
I'ma be out in the club. I'ma be something. I don't know rap.
Speaking of which, how was your night out on Saturday?
Oh, we went to the Lynn's in our town.
Yeah.
Closed.
Right.
They kind of needed to.
Yeah.
It hasn't been the same for like a year.
Right.
And they sold, had their last night, and then 1 week later, I think his name's Jamie Fox from Connellsville. Bought it.
Okay.
And turned it into Fox's Tavern.
Nice.
And we went that night.
How's the food?
We had a freaking blast. It was
Nice.
packed. The food was great. It was back to normal. Courtney was a little disappointed. She was like, I wanted it to be different. And I'm like, nope. It's exactly the way it used to be.
Yeah.
And that's
Cool.
what I wanted.
Yeah, as long as the food's good, that's all I care
The food
about.
was great. It was packed. It was bumping again. And
you go.
it felt like Chris and Ashley went with us, my brother and his wife. And
Nice.
Chris usually doesn't.
I know, that
Go
was
for that
weird
kind of
when you
thing.
text me.
And he was like, man, the food was really good. And I was like, yep.
Sick. That's awesome. That's good to know. I might take Jess to dinner there tomorrow night. We'll
Shout
see.
out to Fox's Tavern.
Fox's Tavern in Connellsville. We're not Lynn's anymore. That should be their motto. We're not Lynn's anymore.
They have a sweet logo, and they're already
Yeah?
selling T-shirts.
Sick. Good for them. Mowgli on Netflix.
Yeah,
I'm more
right?
down.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually all the way down.
What? You're
Yeah.
completely down. You're
Yeah,
not even curious.
No. All right, then I'm all right.
You get a
all
little
right, so
teeter.
go there.
Little P.
I'll give you there because I'm like the acting, the voices are the only thing I care about.
And
Everything
it's not
else.
Scarlett Johansson as the snake now, so
I
don't even care.
Yeah,
She did so good.
crushed it.
Yeah.
Although I'm,
Who's the voice of the snake in the new one?
I forget.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I forget. I'm not about to look it up either for a movie.
I know Cumberbatch is in it.
Yeah, Cumberbatch is in it, and isn't Andy Serkis in it?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's probably the snake.
God, I'm so curious.
I know.
He's probably the snake.
The voices.
He's not gonna be the snake. He's gonna be something like.
He's gonna be the
He-
tiger. Shere Khan.
I bet you he is Shere Khan.
Shere Khan. There you go.
Shere Khan is effed up in that movie.
I know.
His freaking paws
Yeah,
snap
that
sideways
mangled
and he's
paw.
like walking on it.
Yeah,
Like,
that
man,
was kind of-
They were just trying to like up.
If they made it, if I turn it on and it's like an aggressively darker version
It's
of that.
Netflix. That's
Yeah.
what I keep telling everyone. Everybody keeps going, they're not going to take that and do a rated R version. And I'm like, that's what Netflix is known for now.
If it's like aggressively dark, I might give it a
I
chance.
mean, even Jungle Book was aggressively dark, though.
Jungle Book was
Holy
aggressively
crap!
dark.
When the wolf bit his mom or his dad, or when Shere Khan bit his dad and threw him off the cliff,
Yeah.
I was watching that with my niece and my daughter,
Yeah.
and they were like, they looked at me and Chris, and I'm like,
Huh?
"That's life, kids.
It's a movie.
Death."
Yeah, that's life. We had a trailer released Monday, I think it was.
I'm in suspense with you guys because I don't have my phone. I have no
He's
idea
got
what the
no
topics
idea
are, even
where
though
I'm-
I wrote them.
He's got no idea where we're going with this.
Which
Hey,
one?
do you like Pokemon?
Oh yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Never been a fan.
No?
Never played it.
I
never
like
watched
Pokemon. I like the video game, the
I
Game
never
Boy
played
games.
any of the games.
Those were fun.
Never
Those
won.
were fun.
it. I have some of the old Burger King.
Yeah, no, you have
gold-plated
those.
cards.
You have like those.
My
in
mom
them.
got them for me when I was younger, and I was like, okay.
All right, thanks. Cool. Gold plated nothings. What did you think about the Detective Pikachu trailer?
I watched it without sound.
Okay.
And
What did you think of it without
was
sound?
Like, I was confused
Mm-hmm.
for a minute. I had to think about it for a while before I accepted what I felt
Right.
because it was very visually pleasing.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I was like, I'm interested in this because I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Totally.
Do I care about the characters before this moment? No.
No.
But that
Right.
trailer made me interested in that movie.
Yeah. And then what did you think about it with sound?
And then I watched it with the sound, and because I remembered that we had talked about this a long time ago, that Ryan Reynolds was doing the voice of Pikachu.
Right.
And I've been so
Yeah,
curious
we
as
were
to whether he
wondering,
was just going
right.
to say Pikachu the
or
whole
whether
time.
the talking was going to be between Pokemon or not.
No, I
That
never
was-
even thought about that.
Yeah.
I haven't really actually thought about this movie
I know,
since
yeah.
the day we talked about it.
Exactly.
But then I watched the trailer with the sound, and he's like, "You can hear me," and he's like, "I've been so lonely." That was pretty funny, and I think with Ryan Reynolds doing the
Yeah.
voice and us being able to actually hear him now because the kid can hear
Right.
Pikachu.
Well, I imagine we'll be able to hear all the Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
I feel like this kid is gonna, like, he and his grandfather before him have it where they can communicate with all Pokemon.
Maybe that's why his grandfather was like such a good.
Yeah, Pokemon.
trainer.
Right, exactly. Like, I feel like
Cool.
that's gonna be
I'm
busted.
fucking down.
I
man.
know. I know. I was scrolling through Twitter, and they were like, "All right, Detective Pikachu, I'm in. Let's do it. Like, fuck yeah." And I was like, "What the hell is everyone talking about?" So I jumped on YouTube and I started scrolling through, and I found it, and like, I was just blown away. Like you said, visually,
it looks so good. Like,
crisp, clean.
well, the way that they portrayed the Pokemon was perfect.
Yeah.
They didn't try to make them too real, but they
Right.
gave us really beautiful HD digital animation
Yeah.
to make it. It's like one of the best looking animated live action crossovers
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
That's
Like, this is a whole nother level for the
this
genre.
is insane. And like, thank you, Ryan Reynolds, for doing this.
One, you know we're gonna get a joke about that
Oh, yeah.
in the next Deadpool.
Oh yeah,
Two,
I think we're gonna
I
get
saw
a
some
dead.
bitches. I saw some bitches. Not like, I'm not saying in a derogatory way women. I'm
Okay.
saying I saw some people bitching about
Oh,
the movie.
okay, all right. Because I was like, the way you said that,
I
was
saw
like,
some bitches.
I was like, you know what that means, right? No, I think it's just gonna be really fun, and I think we're gonna get a Deadpool joke in the Pokemon movie.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think we'll get a little meta.
What if Deadpool just like walked out?
Oh,
like, in the
hey, I
background?
tell you what, if they're like in a
He
car,
just
if
did
they're in
like
a
the-
car driving real fast, and then in the like they look over, and the car next to him, it's Dopinder and Deadpool, I'd probably lose my mind.
That
a
would
little
be
bit.
amazing.
No, I
if
think-
Deadpool shows up in every Ryan Reynolds
I
movie
know.
for the rest of his career.
Yep.
Please
Make it happen. Please.
listen to us.
Yeah,
we
come
come
on.
up with good ideas every week, and you guys aren't listening.
Come on, Ryan. Listen to me.
Oh, so I saw someone bitching.
Okay, yeah.
about,
Tell me about this.
Jigglypuff. So that's another thing we got to talk about. They showed a lot of Pokemon.
They showed a
in
lot
this
of
trailer.
Pokemon.
Like, we got to see Charizard looking badass.
Yeah.
We got to see Jigglypuff. We got a really quick shot of Psyduck
Yes.
shooting like some kind of crazy wave. We got a bunch of Squirtles like marching.
Yep.
But Jigglypuff, people have been bitching about because if you ever seen the actual character in the cartoon, it's just like a smooth pink ball.
Right.
But it was furry in the trailer. A lot of them had fur. Did you notice that Charizard had fur?
I did not, but I would imagine that.
But
I
why would first of all?
why would Charizard
I
have
would bitch
fur?
about Charizard before I would bitch about Jigglypuff.
Right.
I know in the animation, he looks like. What's the alternative though? A skin flesh ball.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
You make him furry, and there's like a drawn-on swoop. You know, he's got that like
Yeah.
swoop. Yeah. What do you think that is? That's not flesh.
No.
That's fur.
It's hair.
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't
I
have a
would have
wiener
bitched
coming out
about.
of
I
his
would have
head.
bitched about Charizard before I would have bitched about Jigglypuff.
Right.
I thought Jigglypuff looked awesome. I thought Charizard looked awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't even care that he has fur because he's an effing Pokemon.
It's a
I don't
fucking
even know what that
Pokemon.
means.
Right.
So
Let
like,
it go, people.
I think of a dragon in a different way, but I'm okay with him having fur.
Yeah. I thought the Mr. Mime interaction
Oh, and Mr. Mime
was damn good.
he tries to jump at him and hits
I
the
know,
wall.
he hits the wall. Like that's comedy right there, and like it's so cool that we're gonna get to see this.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm so down. I am thumbs
We
way
got
up.
2 thumbs up.
4 thumbs way up. Boom. There you go.
Sorry, Mowgli.
Yeah.
Pokemon wins.
Ah.
I never thought I would say that.
Yeah. Right. It's crazy how you're on board for a Pikachu movie.
I mean, I don't know anything about Pokemon. I never did. And I still
cared
don't,
to.
I still don't care to.
Right.
But
Exactly.
this movie looks good.
We also there's been a rumor about a movie in pre-production. I don't know if anybody out there or if you have ever watched Breaking Bad
Oh.
on AMC. Okay, ask it.
What does it mean? What are they gonna do?
Okay, so here's what I've read so far: is that the creator of the show does want to do a Breaking Bad movie.
It's
What's
like
his-
doing a Power Rangers movie after 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
And then they came up with a crazy badass story, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully they do that.
Aaron Paul, who played Jesse in the show.
Yeah, I mean, he was left alive at the end. He was
still
running
in it. Yeah, he's going to be in. He's already signed on for the movie.
Because Walter died.
Right.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Sorry if you haven't watched the last fucking season of Breaking Bad 4 years later.
4? It's been more than that, hasn't it?
I think it's been like 4 or 5. I don't know. Brian Cranston was on the Today Show, and they asked him about it, and he said...
Do some, like, flashbacks.
Well, he'd said that, he's like, Walter's dead. He was like, I don't know if Walter's going to be in there.
He's busy with Power Rangers.
They're going to show him on a slab. That's what Brian Cranston
I could see them
said.
Definitely showing,
if they're going to use flashbacks, then why not just use AMC footage? I mean, that's...
No, flashbacks of showing you things that you didn't see in the
that would
show.
be cool.
Like,
all right. That would be cool.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'd be down.
Yeah. If they wanted to put him in. If not, if they just wanted to go in a Jesse fleeing the scene sequel movie.
I see.
You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
Better than a Power Rangers reference? Afro Samurai.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Afro Samurai?
Yeah.
There's a season of it.
Right.
And then there's a movie.
Yeah.
And the movie is basically the second season.
Yeah.
So do that.
I don't think I'm very excited about a Breaking Bad
me either.
movie.
I'm just trying to get myself excited.
I really enjoyed Breaking Bad as a show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
And I like Better Call Saul.
I hated his wife.
Yeah, of course. I hate most TV wives. Yeah, I hate a lot of TV wives, but that's just something I deal with.
Damn you. What's the Brady Bunch's mom's name?
Her name is Florence Henderson, but
No,
Carol Brady?
Carol.
Carol.
I was going to say,
I hate
you, Carol Brady.
I hate Peggy Hill. I hate Jill Taylor. And I hate Betty Draper.
She was in an episode of Law & Order SVU the other night. Oh. Man, did she play... Oh.
A bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already used that word like 3 times.
I've used
it too many times. Well, I can say fuck all the time. That doesn't make me feel bad.
Saying bitch makes you feel bad?
It feels much dirtier than
to call a woman a bitch?
Well, I can't call a woman a fuck. I mean, I guess I could.
Yeah,
you fuck.
Totally.
Yeah. But, like, it doesn't sound... It sounds like I'm being funny more than it sounds like an actual, like...
What are your thoughts on the C word?
I think cunt's a funny word.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're going to use it in comedy, do it up.
Yeah.
But calling a woman that?
Yeah.
No, I'm down.
I'm not
with that.
Actually,
call him a fuck, because it actually makes me giggle.
I know, that is pretty funny. Call him an ass.
Yeah, ass.
Yeah, ass.
Yes.
Breaking Bad movie, probably more down.
I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle? I'm like, all right, let's say I'm halfway between the middle and down.
I'll watch it.
We'll see how, or even if it happens. I don't know. Now, is there another television show that's already ended that you would like to see a movie about?
Dinosaurs.
Okay.
I just started watching it again.
Terrific answer. Hulu, man.
Nah, it was my, like, childhood. That was my growing up movie, like a show. That was like my middle ground. Yeah. Like I was still afraid of things, so like when he would go in to see his boss, I would always close my eyes.
Oh yeah,
because I was terrified of his boss.
Yeah,
and I watched it the other day, and I'm like, I'm not scared of you, stupid fucking triceratops. Just because you shake the whole freaking trailer when you yell.
I've been watching a lot of King of the Hill lately.
That's because it just got added.
I know.
A couple weeks ago.
It's craziness.
Everybody's like, King of the Hill.
King of the
I've
Hill.
already seen it a billion times.
I know. Isn't that cool though?
Their Adult Swim list is just...
It's
I
insane.
could see Lab 2021 anytime I want.
Yeah. Right? I watch the Bizarro episode. That's all I watch, basically. I'll only watch the Bizarro episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the internet was like
streamlined
what it is now,
yeah, right? Before streaming services,
we could only get videos through illegally finding them.
Oh yeah,
through sharing programs.
Yeah, for all you young kids out there.
Mainly for me, probably my longest lasting one was LimeWire.
Oh yeah.
I downloaded a lot. I downloaded Spider-Man on there.
Yep.
The original Spider-Man before it had released. I had a good ass Bizarro C-Lab 2021 episode.
Probably the best episode if you're asking me.
That was probably the only one I saw until I got older.
Mm-hmm.
You guys and your internet.
You guys
now.
and your internet.
You're so
You're
spoiled.
so lucky, you bastards. Moving on.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about the next one. It pisses me off so bad.
We had some teasers.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay.
Toy Story doesn't piss me off.
I was wondering why you were gonna say that. Toy Story 4 dropped 2 teasers this week so far.
They dropped the teaser yesterday.
Yep. And they dropped the teaser.
And then they dropped a teaser, a reaction teaser.
Yeah.
Like the teddy bears were talking about the
It was
trailer
it's
from the day before.
It's a bunny and a duck,
yeah.
and they are new characters in the movie. They're
Hold
voiced
on,
by.
let's talk about the first
Okay.
teaser
Yeah.
and analyze,
Okay.
because there's not a lot that they gave us.
Not a lot, and I like it.
I love it.
I like it.
That's why I said I love the day and age we are in with these teasers. They are literal teasers.
Yeah.
There's like, you try to analyze it,
Yeah.
and they give you just enough that you can dig. Anyway, okay, so the teaser is the characters from our beloved Toy Story 3.
Yep.
They're kind of like holding hands, and you see the shot up from
Yep.
waist up, and they're spinning happily with
60s music.
Carpenter's style music playing. I'm surprised I don't know who that is, because I really like that song, and it sounds exactly like the Carpenters, and I love that style.
Interesting.
And then as we pass Slinky Dog,
Yep.
and it says summer of 2019,
Yeah.
we get a new character
Yep.
holding the tail of Slinky, and it's a spoon
Yeah.
with a face drawn on with marker, with tube cleaners as hands.
Yep.
And he horrifically screams, "I don't belong here. I'm not a toy."
Yeah.
And then takes off running.
It's Joni Mitchell, that song.
Okay.
Joni Mitchell.
That makes sense.
So.
That actually, like, I wasn't
Threw
ready
you
for that.
off,
Yeah, I was
right,
like, whoa.
yeah.
And then it was kind of like creepy.
Yeah.
And I dug it.
Right.
But what does it mean?
All right, so here's what I think that means. I think we're living in this reality of Toy Story that we've been in for 22 years.
What's considered a toy?
Exactly. As soon as you play with something,
It comes
or
alive.
give it a personality, it comes alive. And I think that's where we are with, which the name of the character is Forky, but he's a spork.
He says, what is it? Woody scream? He's like, "Get him before he stabs something."
Yeah,
You can
right,
hear him in the background.
Yeah. Like, I think that's the kind of the line we're going to be playing with there.
That's cool. I hope we get to see.
How many times did you take a non-toy and make it a toy when you were a kid? Like Mr. Shovel or Mr.
I don't know. That was,
Mr.
I had a really good
Sparkplug.
imagination, and I had a shit ton of action figures.
Yeah, true. Me too.
But I don't know if I mean, I'm sure I played with fucking sticks.
Yeah. Right.
What kid didn't play with sticks?
Exactly. What were you going to say?
Sporky. So then we got the second teaser
Yes.
today.
Yes.
And it opens at a carnival with a stuffed bear,
Bunny.
bunny, and a little bear.
Little duck.
Is that a duck?
Yep.
Man,
Bunny and a duck.
don't watch it on a cracked screen, folks.
Bunny and Ducky. Voiced by Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key. Key and Peele.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Jordan Peele directed Get Out.
Right. And they're talking about the teaser from yesterday.
Right.
And then kind of get into a making fun of conversation.
Yeah.
And then we get Woody and Buzz
Oh, yeah.
busting out the line and
Yeah.
then making fun of him for it.
Yeah.
And then a logo of Toy Story looking very carnival.
Yeah.
With the light burning out, and it's like a string of lights.
Right.
What does this mean?
I think that's kind of just a play to the introduction of Bunny and Ducky.
Are we going to be at a carnival at some point, obviously?
Maybe they're going to be one at a carnival, and they're going to start.
Maybe
they're
the
gonna
new
join
kid
gang.
goes to the carnival and leaves them on accident.
Maybe.
Drops them.
Isn't that kind of what we've already seen, though?
That's been in every movie.
Yeah. I think what I think.
Every movie.
I think. Well, from what we already know.
Take it back. Not two. Well, they kind of get accidentally put into the yard sale.
Yeah.
So.
Woody kind of gets accidentally put in the yard.
Well, he's
sale.
trying to save the squeaker,
Yeah.
the penguin,
Yeah.
and then You haven't watched them in a while, have you?
I haven't watched the second one in a while.
The second one's like one of the best. I mean, obviously the first one's the best.
Yeah, the first one's the best, second one, and then the third, I guess it just goes in order.
The third one's great.
Yeah, it is great, but it makes me cry too much.
Yeah, that ending.
Oh, cripes. All right.
I can't handle that. When he wants to keep Woody and she loves... get out of here.
What we know so far is that the movie's going to kind of center around Woody and the gang's journey to find Bo Peep.
Oh.
Who was absent from the first teaser. So I think maybe, possibly, somehow Bo Peep gets left behind at the carnival and they have to go find something like that.
We've seen that in the second one.
Right. Something like that.
They all go try to save Woody.
Interestingly enough, more to talk about, they did some posters today. Did you see any of them?
No, I didn't see any of the posters.
And there's kind of a little idea that something pretty epically big might happen based on one of the posters. And it's kind of it's kind of a theory based on just film. And kind of what we've learned over the years from all films is that there's a lot of talk that somebody's not going to make it out of this movie alive.
What?
Yep.
No. That can't happen. They're toys. What, is Andy gonna die? Oh no, he doesn't die. You can't die. You're an effing toy.
There's a lot of talk that Woody is going to die in the movie.
Yeah, it's crazy talk. I don't even.
Why can't a toy die?
Dude, he loses his arm in the second movie, and he never even. It's not like it hurts.
I think a toy could die.
How? Unless they introduce something like, when the child stops playing with them, they turn back into an object.
Exactly.
If we're going with that route, then that's not dying. That's just not. I don't even know.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but he's not gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how to explain that. He's not gonna physically be killed. He might cease to exist,
which is like dying.
Which is like dying.
Okay.
A toy.
Okay.
If we're
getting into it.
Okay. I don't think he's going to. I'm gonna say that. Okay. 100%. Right. That's false.
Toy Story teaser trailers.
First one?
Up. Yeah, first one. Up. Second
one?
Up. Do you think we're gonna get the full trailer this week? Or next?
I don't know, man. What if they just do teasers?
Thanksgiving.
Like a whole bunch of teasers.
We're getting around Thanksgiving.
Give me like 6 more teasers.
I know.
Don't even give me a trailer. I'm down with these
honestly,
teasers,
I could see us getting it the Thanksgiving night during the NFL games.
I could see
NBC.
Thanksgiving.
I could see that.
You know what question I had?
What's that?
Who voices Slinky?
Slink Dog. Because
Jim Varney died.
Right, a long time ago.
Well, he died. He was alive for the third movie, wasn't he?
I don't think so.
Huh. Well, golly, bye. I just watched Toy Story last night with my daughter.
There you go.
She loves that movie.
I love that movie.
I love that movie. It's nice. She likes Wallace and Gromit. She likes Toy Story. Like, come on. I try to get her into.
It's all right. So here's a little blast from the past. Slink is now voiced by Blake Clark, who you don't know his name, but you've seen him in almost everything. He played Sean Hunter's dad in Boy Meets World.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in fucking Joe Dirt.
Yeah. Forky's voiced by Toby Hale from Arrested Development, who plays Buster, which is just a great pick, I think.
Forky.
There was an interesting...
I need a beer.
Question where we are...
Ooh, he's going to give me a hammy.
Question that you had kind of posed on the list that I was very interested in, and I got very interested in it. I
haven't come up with a good topic in a while, just like off my head.
Right.
And I was like, this is a good one.
So we would like to talk about, at this time, some of our favorite non-comic book superhero movies.
Let's switch, ladies and gentlemen.
Switch it up. What you got?
Our non-comic book movies.
I have a list.
But our superhero, like
Right.
That's
exactly.
it's the weird line where has it been an actual comic book before?
Okay.
No.
Right.
So I don't have like a I don't know. You know what my favorite one is?
What's that?
I'll just say it right off the bat.
Do it.
Boy Wonder. Have you ever watched Boy Wonder?
No.
God, you need to watch that, and it's on YouTube, like for
Oh,
free.
speaking of what's on YouTube, the failed 1994 Fantastic Four movies on
The
YouTube.
failed pilot for the X-Men show that live action X-Men. I can't talk. Live action X-Men show that came out in 1996 is also on YouTube.
Really? Wow. Good stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Holy crap.
Dropping them like it's hot. My first one would be Chronicle.
Ooh,
I am a big fan of Chronicle.
that is a good one.
I think that's just a beautiful movie. Great story, great acting, shot well. I would love that one.
That is a great
Yeah.
Darkman.
I love Darkman.
Who doesn't love Darkman?
I wanna meet the
doesn't
person.
love Liam Neeson?
Yeah, right?
It doesn't matter what Liam Neeson is in. I'm down.
Yeah.
It could be the dumbest movie in the world.
Which some people think
Darkman
Darkman is pretty
might
dumb.
be that. It's like Darkman is one millistep above the Toxic Avenger.
Which is also on my list. I love the Toxic Avenger.
Great movie.
I love that
Have you
movie.
seen 2, 3, or 4?
Yeah.
And did you know that what's his face Kaufman is the creator of Tromaville and Lloyd Kaufman?
Oh.
He's the creator of Toxic Avengers. He is currently making a 5th.
Sick.
And
I
it
love
will be just as gory and rated R and sexual as it ever was.
I love it.
Same as it ever was.
The Incredibles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great one I never even
Boom.
thought about.
Yeah. Blank Man.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That was a really fun one.
What about Unbreakable?
Yeah. Exactly. I love Unbreakable.
Unbreakable's definitely a top.
Hancock.
Oh, you got a list over here. He's cheating.
No, I don't. It's not written down. It's,
Oh, you don't even have one. You just look.
I wrote it down in my head, and I wrote it down
Hancock,
yesterday.
That is a great one. You're
Yeah.
just busting them out here.
Yeah, I like Hancock sometimes. I got to be in the mood to watch Hancock.
Hancock is it was a decent movie when I watched it the first time. I don't know if it's aged well.
No, it's not aged well. I don't
and that's
think it's
weird to
aged
say.
well at all.
Usually you say that about a movie with like animation,
Right.
but tone-wise,
Yeah.
that was really cool at the time. But if something like that came out now,
Right.
it would be so much more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. One more I have on my little head list is, I'm cheating a little bit because
What is a Mystery Man?
I was just about to say, it's loosely based on a comic book.
Yeah, Mystery Men it takes bits and pieces.
It's from Flaming Carrot comic. Is the Flaming Carrot is affiliated with the Mystery Men in his comic book.
Gotcha.
But then they took the Mystery Men and turned that into the movie. I forgot about Mystery Men until I was doing research for this topic. And
Doesn't it have Kel in it?
it's got Kel. It's got Ben Stiller. It's
Oh,
got,
it does have Ben Stiller.
It's got William H.
Ah.
Macy. It's got Hank Azaria. It's got it's got Paul Rubens.
That's a great
It's got
movie.
Janine Garofalo. It's got the dude that played Captain Barbossa in the Pirate of the Caribbean, Jeffrey Rush. It's got that one. I forget his name. It's got everybody. Yeah, it made like little to no money based
Well,
off of its budget.
It didn't have a budget.
Yeah.
I don't know what the budget was, but I know they couldn't have had much.
And it is semi-responsible for the song All Star by Smash Mouth being as popular as it is.
And Shrek.
And Shrek.
Mainly Shrek.
Mainly Shrek. But I said partly, didn't I?
Yeah.
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men is a great one. Definitely check out Wonder Boy. Sorry.
Wonder Boy.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Sorry, Boy Wonder.
There were some that
I think I said Boy Wonder the first time.
There were some that I'd looked up that I'd never heard, like the Condor. I never heard of that.
I've heard of the Condor, but I've never seen it. Boy Wonder is so grounded.
Yeah.
Like, it's not... It is real.
Yeah. Which is kind of like Unbreakable.
No, they have powers.
Oh, yeah, they do have powers.
No, this kid does not have powers.
Oh, what about Super, starring Rainn Wilson?
Great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Yeah.
A little too over the top
too
for
over
me
the
at
top.
points.
Yep.
I had to actually kind of... I felt weird watching it.
Yeah, I paused it and then stepped away and then came back a few times.
The wrench, he's got the wrench as his weapon. That's cool. He has sex with a very, very underaged woman.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah. But that's why we don't talk about Super as much.
But Wonder Boy is like a kid, same basic principle of a origin story. You know, his mom gets murdered, and he witnesses it, and he kind of his dad survived. They're in a car crash or carjacking. His dad was a boxer, retired. So it's got like a lot of things pulled from other.
There's like 3 different elements.
It's got Batman. It's got Daredevil right there.
Spider-Man.
He hates his dad. They don't like each other because of it. He blames his dad. As he's growing up, he's hanging out at the police station all the time, and they let him every day until he's like, that happened when he was little, and now he's probably 17.
Yeah.
And he still goes there every day, and they let him use the computer to look up pictures to try to match the thing.
I've seen the trailer for that.
And he starts kind of figuring out. He starts going out, and he pulls his hood up, and he'll take like black paint, and he'll just streak it down his face, and he will he'll take pipes and bats when people are not, or just guns. He'll just take a gun.
Yeah.
He never actually. Now I think about it.
I think you sent me the trailer for this.
He'll walk up. Something, the dude's beating the crap out of a pimp.
Yeah.
And before he turns around and goes, "What the hell are you?" And the dude just blows his head off and kills him.
That's the way to do it.
And then he starts slowly figuring out that his dad was kind of responsible for his mom's murder.
Yeah, I remember.
And then it comes down to him and his dad.
Oh.
But it's straight up real and amazingly written, and it's so low budget and independent that no one I've ever asked has seen that movie.
Yeah, I remember you sent me the trailer a couple of months ago. Of all the movies that we just listed, what's your favorite?
Probably that one.
Yeah?
Unbreakable is great.
Yeah. I gotta go Unbreakable #1.
You count Split?
It's a villain story.
It is a villain story, but it is a comic book style.
I guess I would count Split then.
Like that's why I said that at the beginning.
I guess I would count Split then.
It doesn't have a comic book, but you wouldn't be surprised if someone said, "Hey, there's a comic book of this that it was based off of."
Yeah.
You've been like, "Oh, that makes sense."
I'm gonna have to go with.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'm gonna have to go with The Incredibles.
Did you watch the second one?
I have not. Have you?
No.
Yeah.
No, I would like to.
Yeah, I would too. Disney
I remember
Plus next
watching.
year.
I remember the end of it and being like, "Well, they definitely set that up for a sequel," and then thinking,
It does start directly off.
"Man,
of that,
there
too.
was that movie happened so long ago. I'm surprised they never made a second one." And then
Brad Bird. I read an interview that Brad Bird did just directly after The Incredibles, where he was like, "I already have the second one written and ready to go."
I wonder why it took so long.
I know, me too. Finally, today we have a little update. A couple of weeks ago on the Weekly Strange, we told you about how the Satanic Church was suing Netflix for the use of the Bahamut statue in the creepy Sabrina show.
And I had said the
Creepy Adventures
the something
the somethings of something of Sabrina.
Shit. I just said it like
What is it called?
not that long ago.
I forget. Anyway, what did you say when we
What did I
talked
say?
about it the first time?
Oh,
You just said I'd said. You just said that you said.
that it wouldn't happen.
Right.
That
All
there's no way that they would sue them for this.
Little update.
They did.
They did. The Satanic Church is suing Netflix for $50 million. Yeah. 50.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Crazy. That's probably the entire budget of that
That
fucking
was
Mowgli
what I was
movie.
literally
of
just
that
thinking.
fucking Mowgli movie.
was like Oh, I was thinking it was the entire budget of the entire series of Sabrina. If
it's way more. Oh, it's way more. That show's
okay,
so kind of
I guess the question here is, are they gonna win?
They have a chance.
Like, I don't know.
They have a
I
chance.
still think that
I gotta
a
see.
statue.
I gotta see.
How do they know from watching the show that thing is not different?
I'm sure
some way.
I'm sure they've analyzed it.
How? They probably haven't they haven't stood in front of it. And
True.
It's a fucking statue.
True.
That's what I'm saying. That's a physical object.
On the show, they could show him from the mid chest up, but on the bottom, he could be wearing like Hawaiian shorts.
Anything. There could be something. That's what I'm saying about brought it up last time is like there's a ton of lawsuits for music, and if one note is different,
right,
then it's different.
Right.
So if one cut or chunk is different in that statue, I don't see them winning. But holy crap, do they think that they're gonna win?
Yeah.
$50,000
$50 million, bro.
or $50 million? Yeah. See, my brain can't even comprehend it. Holy balls!
If they lose, could that be like? Could Netflix kind of to lose 50 mil?
I don't know.
Because we don't know much about Netflix.
That's a hit,
right?
And I don't know. I don't know what they were banking on with a Sabrina show.
Yeah. Nostalgia, but also creepy.
No, I mean I don't. That's
all
cool that they made it.
All the girls that used to watch Sabrina and liked it are now all gothy and demented.
It's true. They're not.
Sorry.
But
if a goth girl was coming to my house and yell at me, whatever.
No, what I meant was like, I don't know that they had spent more than they wanted to on something that they probably weren't like banking
Invested
on
in.
making.
Well,
a lot of money.
now they're invested in it. Yeah.
Like I can't see them. I mean, but $50 million for a fucking. What the hell is the name of that show? It's not the Extraordinary Adventures.
It's the Creepy Adventure.
It's not the creepy. It's such a better word than creepy.
It's creepy.
The cryptic or like
the creepy.
Oh, cripes.
The Creepy Adventures of Sabrina.
Wrong. He's so wrong. Tell him that he's wrong in the comments right now. Scream at him.
Chilling.
The chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
At least I came up with a guess. You didn't even come up with shit. You said what? Exciting?
I said the Extraordinary.
Oh, Extraordinary. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
Hey, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Strange Planet Podcast. Go to the Suicide Moses YouTube page to subscribe to the Strange Planet Podcast and click the notification bell to find out whenever the newest episode of the Strange Planet Podcast comes out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been your hosts. This has been
Corey James.
And I've been Anthony Zevatek. Have a strange day.